Hi everyone, it's Gemini. Since GU has become a lot more popular recently, and people are really enjoying Chargeblade with the Chargeblade Restoration mod, I wanted to show off some Chargeblade sets that use very easy to get vanilla charms. Basically, these are going to be the charms that you're going to be hunting in Coal Mine. Nothing crazy like Tenderizer 6, Artillery 10 triple slot, just simple one skill charms. A lot of people still have this misconception that Neset is the best armor set in the game and use it with 2 or 3 active skills, which is kind of cringe. It's not a good way to use it, and by doing a little bit of game completion, unlocking your R-Series armor, and in some cases unlocking your Hayabusa Feather, you can create much stronger sets. Also, don't listen to the Redditors who say that Hayabusa Feather takes 600 hours to get. You can get it very quickly, even from a new game, so if you already have G-Rank gear, there's a lot of delivery quests, unfortunately, but it shouldn't take you more than 10 hours if you've already done Village and already have a G-Rank set, which a lot of people are because they're lazy when it comes to completionist content. The first set, I'm going to show off 2 options for it, using 2 different charms for the Cantor Chargeblade. One of them is a Tenderizer 6 triple slot, and the other one is an Artillery 10 triple slot. This set has Challenger plus 2, which is attack of M and 15% affinity when the monster is enraged, and since this Chargeblade already has a native 45% affinity with weakness exploit and crit boost, this is already going to put you over the 100% crit boost thing. Artillery Novice, we have Novice because you don't need Artillery Expert. If you eat for a Feline Bombardier, you're already getting capped on Bombardier damage, and then Bludgeoner for the extra damage and the green sharpness. You can run it with Striker, Double Evasion Arts, Ripper Shield, as you do normally with Chargeblade. And I'll show off the other variant that uses the other charm. This is an Artillery 9 triple slot. You can do this with an Artillery 10 triple slot, or double slot, I just didn't have that. And it's the exact same set, just with a different armor configuration and not using Hayabusa Feather. Next one is the Adoration Unwound. This is the Solseer Mizitsune Chargeblade. It's very, very good. It has 20% natural affinity, it has a decent bit of white and purple. The purple here is kind of a troll. I just have sharpness plus 1 because it's easy to get. It's not necessary here. We have crit die 3, sharpness plus 2, sharpness plus 1, weakness exploit, crit boost, art novice. It's basically the same set, but using a crit up 5 triple slot on this one. I don't have any normal crit up 5 triple slots, so ignore the secondary skill there. I also have it with a Tenderizer 6 double slot, just with a different armor configuration. This one uses Hayabusa Feather, so if you don't like Hayabusa or you don't have it, oh well, they both use Hayabusa. This one is my personal favorite, the Rust Razor Chargeblade. People will see this set and assume that I'm using a God Charm because they don't actually know anything about set building in this game, but I'm not. You have Crit I 2, Challenger 2, Weakness Exploit, Crit Boost, Artillery Novice, with a single slot charm. This is an Expert 10 triple slot. This can also be done with another charm. Might have this set with the other charms saved. Yeah, this can also be done with an Artillery 10 triple slot. This set is a bit more of a meme set. It's not the best in terms of damage, but it's still pretty good. It's got Crit I 2, Razor Sharp, Weakness Exploit, Crit Boost, Artillery Novice, and Flying Pubsole. Flying Pubsole you can replace with pretty much anything you want. You can replace it with Tremor Reds if you're running like Devil Joe or like Congalala. I'm trying to think of other like Tremor spam monsters. It's not the strongest Chargeblade in the world. It has natural purple, very high affinity, 300 raw, which is okay, but it's not as good as the Neset Chargeblade. But you don't really need to run. I mean, you can't run Sharpness Plus on it because it's already a max Sharpness bar, which is pretty nice, and it has 3 slots. That's a pretty good one. This is one of my other favorite Chargeblades in the game, the Nightcloak Malfestia one. Again, this is one that's not as strong as the other options, but 18 Sleep can give you some pretty cool options. You can do things like run Limit Breaker, Energy Blade for like a 10-file Energy Blade Wake Up, or like a 10-file SAED or something on Wake Up. As long as you're not playing like too terribly, 18 Sleep is enough to get 1, even sometimes 2 sleeps on a specific monster during a hunt, but if you're playing in multi, you're probably only going to get 1 sleep. I have 2 more sets. This one is a non-crit boost set, which people may think crit meta is everything in this game, which it kind of is, but this set is pretty much just as strong even without crit boost. The Diablo's Chargeblade is one of the strongest Chargeblades in the game, but it is kind of hard to build around. So I'm using a Tenderizer 4 triple slot here. You have a multitude of other charms you can use here. If you want to try to find something that works with one of your charms, what you can always do is you can always download Athena's Armor Set Search, or use the web app version and just put in the skills that you want, and if there's options for your charms, you can choose them there yourself. And the last one is the one I wanted to show off the most. It uses the Legendary Strong Arm J Chargeblade. This is just a weaker version of the Diablo's Chargeblade in every single way. It doesn't get purple sharpness, it has less raw, it has less affinity, but it's fun. And it looks super cool. It has 350 raw with a pretty big chunk of white sharpness. Usually I would run this with Readiness, Frenzy Fever, and Ripper Shield. I would also run Frenzy Fever on the Diablo's Chargeblade, but that's just my personal preference. So this one, all things considered, when you have Frenzy Fever up, Max Repeat Offender, you're doing around 70% crit, which is pretty decent for a crit build, which is why I chose to run Crit Boost on this. And again, you might not have the Verdant Kokoto, because it requires a lot of village completion. If you don't have it, that's fine. Like I said before, Artillery Expert's not really necessary. I'm just kind of using it for a flex. If you want to, and if you have like God Charms and stuff, you can get some pretty nutty sets with this Chargeblade, like Sharpness 2, Artillery Novice, Challenger +2, no, Sharpness 2, Crit Eye +2, Artillery Novice, Weakness Exploit, Repeat Offender, Crit Boost, which is kind of crazy. That would put you at 90% affinity, but it's still not better than the Neset Chargeblade, unfortunately. And yeah, I wanted to make this one short just because I don't know how people are going to like these videos, but if people like these videos, I am completely down to show off like 40 different sets for each different weapon in the game for people who actually want it, and I'll be sure to be using easy to obtain and vanilla charms. I'll also be providing a link to download version 1.03 of Athena's Armor Set Search in the description, because it's kind of hard to find online, and I have to just keep a backup on Google Drive just so I don't lose it. But yeah, like the video if you like this, comment if you think that I missed anything, if you have any other Chargeblade weapon suggestions or set suggestions and you want me to put them in the next video, or you just want to tell me about them, feel free to comment. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I somehow managed to talk for 7.5 minutes. That's freaking epic, bros.